Mm-hmm.
Hey
Yes, we
y'all.
are live. We're live.
hmm
I'm on the move. So, guys, excuse me. I got caught in the rain. So, I'm here in the car. We have to start early tonight because we got other jobs to do.
That's
So,
all right.
welcome, y'all. Come on in. Come on into our live stream.
Mm-hmm. All right. Tonight we are talking about Kanye West. He has been in the news all week,
No,
and a lot of.
actually, 2, 3 weeks.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, two
But,
or three
okay.
weeks is,
You
and
know,
you're right because, but this past week has been super high vibration, as we should. Since that's been the word and the terms
man.
that everybody's using now, right? So he's
Right.
been in the news pretty heavy because they feel as though he's being disrespectful to the Jewish community,
Oh, yes.
and not only the Jewish community, to the black his own community, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to read the clip about the who was the leaders that were the in the Jewish community that was asking him to come to their museum so they can give him education about the backstory of, I guess,
Well, it
Hitler, because
was
he was saying he loved Hitler. Did you know that?
he is just I don't understand why he's doing all this madness.
He's
He
low
loved Hitler.
vibration right now.
He is low vibration. He's going
Mm,
through a mental breakdown. He is
right.
really it is sad. You could tell it's a mental breakdown. And
Mhm.
I think it's all started, reared back its head again because remember he was going through the thing with Adidas.
Right.
He was mad that Adidas bit his ideas with a
hmm
shoe they dropped. They look just like his shoe that he designed.
Right.
So in that, and then his ex-wife, all the stuff is just probably really kind of getting on his
Low
nerve, and I think
vibration.
yeah, the low and it's bringing his low vibration out even more. And
Right.
he said a statement from a Holocaust Museum of LA.
Uh
It
huh.
says words matter and words have consequences.
They do.
Yay. We urge you to come visit us at the Holocaust Museum, LA, to understand just how words can ignite horrific violence and genocide. The
Okay.
Holocaust started with the only words that sadly begat stereotypes, racial and uh, religious words, and blaming others, and led to the murder of 6 million Jews, right?
Wow.
At Holocaust Museum, LA, is our
Mhm.
mission to commemorate those who were murdered, educate on the Holocaust and all genocide, including genocide perpetrated against American people, of
Okay.
which your children will be included,
Right.
and inspire a more dignified and humane world.
Right.
So they really
I think that
they
that
read
was
him.
very big, very, very big of the Jewish leaders to even want to give them an opportunity to learn, right? The
Right.
backstory of everything that Jewish people have went through. Rightfully
Mm-hmm.
so. They have made it in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
not and a large um portion, I mean, not everybody, but a large portion of the Jewish community has I partnered with the black community to
Yes.
excel, right? A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people say, "Oh, it's not," they always try to get over on you, or they're not always good in business. Well, I haven't dealt with anybody Jewish to say,
Right.
to speak on that, but I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying what, you know, people say, right?
Right.
So, is it at fault? Like he's lashing out at the Jewish community for, I guess he's saying getting over on him, right?
Right. And I
And
think
and
that's because of they own a lot of the media, the
right,
music
they do, they do.
industry, the TV production, all that. So
Yes, they do.
he has a problem with in that stance, but not don't put him as a whole.
Right.
That person that family that owns everything, that's maybe who you should target, not just saying because of their religious background or cultural background. It will
Mhm.
be Bob has gotten over me. uh
Right, right, right.
Joe
Who
gotten
was the
over me.
person
Whoever
that did it?
did the perpetrator, who's
Right,
done that. And
right,
that's one thing about a lot of people. They always want to say, if they get in trouble with get into it with whites, may say, I don't like black people because you got into it with a couple black people. You want to put
right,
us all in the hole.
right,
Individualize those people. Don't just say everybody black you don't like
right,
because you got into it with two black people. No, that's not
right,
fair. It's not fair. You know what I'm saying? And
right,
it's the same vice versa. It's a black person saying, "Oh, I don't like white people." You know what I'm saying? So
right.
you need to individualize whoever you encounter. You have a negative relationship with that person. Talk to
Or
that
that group or
person,
that
or
company.
right, or that company, that
Yeah,
job.
that job,
Group us.
because when you individualize who you're speaking of, then that's who you can, have the prop. That's who you can address instead of putting
Yes.
everybody like in a whole pot of gumbo, right?
Oh, whole
Because
pot.
that's
You
what
gonna put
they
everybody in the pot. That don't make
right.
sense. It's really, it's very kiddish to me.
Right. And he has seemed to be hey you guys, thanks for tuning
Hey,
in,
thanks for
Jeff
listening.
and Ricky.
Hey, Ricky. He said, I'm giving out good vibrations. Hey,
That's right.
good
That's right.
vibrations.
Hi, Ricky. Hi, right? High vibration.
But
So I want to he another thing that he did on his vibration being very low was when he told he okay, well, let me it's a mixture. I'm gonna say medium vibration when he said that Adidas stole his idea, right? And
right.
he outs Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
What was so slow to me for him
Uh-huh.
is that you want everybody not to buy your shoes now. You want everybody not to support Adidas now, which that's going to take away from what
Your
you already
coins.
have on what you already have on the table. That's also they already know your ideas. You already gave it to them.
Yeah.
Your paperwork wasn't right enough for you to make sure that they don't
That they don't
steal
copy.
anything or they're not able to use anything or they will get sued, but you're already a part of the company. And then
Right.
he has done something they say that no one has ever done. He was able to do a deal with Nike and Adidas together to where they're
At the
not
same time.
competing, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no
Mm-hmm.
competition. So you have all these things like, what are you doing? Now you're bringing yourself very low. At first, you were super high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Super high vibrated. Now you're very low because now you're putting all this white lives matter.
Oh
Not to
my
say that
God, the
white
white
lives
lives
don't.
matter.
Not to say that they don't. The thing about it is we know that already. They know that already. I mean, they run the things that they run already. The only reason
Yeah.
why we're even saying that Black Lives Matter and have to keep expressing that is because we keep getting taken out higher number than any other race. So that's where that term even came from, was the
Right.
fact that we're being taken out, we're being discriminated against on in the
Every
banks,
level. Yeah. In the
on the
banks.
mortgages, on the
Far as getting
businesses,
jobs,
yeah, on the jobs. Like
but
there's
the
no,
first in line, look, the first in line to be in prison though.
yeah, exactly.
The first in line to be in prison. So yeah, our lives do matter.
Right. And the thing, another thing about it, that the fact that he's not even paying attention to that those very same children that he's having are subject to every single thing and every single person that he is disrespecting. I'm talking about in our community. Because
Yeah.
that's who it's all is falling back on because he's the one in the front of the camera saying all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, he is kind of, putting his children at risk as
Yeah,
far as letting everybody know what school his kids go to. He's going up there, want to show out, get mad at his ex-wife about the kids, just going back and forth with the bickering. I'm saying, your
right,
kids have to see all this. It's
right,
you can't get rid of everything that comes on social media. It's there forever. You
right.
put one
Especially
thing up,
the
it's there.
that the oldest daughter, right, North,
Mm-hmm.
she sees the social media. They try to hide it from her, but the other kids, they don't care about it. There was a
Right. They're
video that
younger.
showed the son. The son was like calling everybody stupid, and he didn't like the media because I'm
Right.
sure that he's constantly seeing his family being put on display on a daily basis. And
Yes.
just as him being so young, I think he's 5, maybe, he
Yeah.
still
Somewhere
knows
around that.
what time it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, um, when he was in high vibration and he was going with Alexis, right?
Alexis Pfeiffer, his high school sweetheart. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They were
Yeah.
together. I
That
mean,
was
they had
his
a very good relationship. They were
he
together for a long time,
he was in good
some
graces
years.
with his mom. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So that was his girl before he
He
passed
became
away.
famous.
I mean,
Yeah,
she
she passed
before the
away.
mom passed away. So
Hmm.
the the thing about her was she was promised to get
To her
this
father,
money.
grandfather. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, she was promised from Kanye to get a large sum of money once he
Hmm.
blew.
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever gave it to her or not, but I do know that she contacted him and asked him while he was married to Kim.
Mm.
We have a picture, you guys, and we'll show it at the end of them
Yeah.
together, right? It was a picture of his first lady, right?
Hmm.
His ex-girl that was with
Yeah.
him when he got the money, but before he made it.
Before he
And
became
then
famous.
Kim together, they're all three together in the same picture. Isn't that
Hmm.
something?
And that's a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
They were together when he didn't have much. Say he was striving to become who he is today.
Hmm.
And Kim was always a good friend. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
She
that was
knows
all she
Kim.
wanted it to be. Yeah,
Right.
she knows Kim. He know. You know what I'm saying? Kim was
Right.
just a friend. Now all of a
Right.
sudden he has blown up. He's a billionaire, and here goes Kim. You know what I'm saying? Coming through the back door.
Right. Well, another another reason why Kim is having a hard time with him as well is because internally in her heart she feels like he had a lot to do with her transitioning over, right? Her being
Mm-hmm.
accepted in the Black community more and her blowing
Yeah.
up because he made her change her look. He
Mm-hmm.
made her deal with different stylists and he made her, you know, overall start being more labels, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Start being one of a kind. He helped her with her career. So that's another reason why she hasn't just totally cut him off.
Yeah. Well, she can't really cut him off anyway. She got kids with him, 3, 4
I
kids with
mean,
him, so you can't really cut him off.
I mean,
But
she she
I
she
understand
she
she
cut
can
cut
communicate.
herself off from him. You don't
I
think
don't
that
think
she
she's
could
still
cut
do.
herself off from him?
I don't think
Yeah,
so. I
she
think she still.
definitely.
I think she still love him. You know what I'm
I
saying? He just
mean,
going through those mental issues.
yeah, but when you start bringing the crazy people to the school, you're calling everybody to come to my kid's school. Like, where do they do that? You can't. You
Girl,
can't. You can't.
he think he's still a normal person as well too. You know what I'm saying? He think he can still live like a person with no money or not famous. In a way, the way he's acting out,
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
still wants to live like that first Chicago boy that was trying to walking up and down the street trying to be famous, passing out his little CDs. You feel me? And
Right.
I think he missed that part of his life. He
Right.
missed that part of being out on the street and kicking it without no problem, without being pulled. Come at him and say, "Hey, give me sign my auto. Let me. Would you sign your autograph?" You know what I'm saying? He wants a normal life, really. I
Yeah.
think.
Jeff says that he wants his kids. Yeah, I think that he wants his kids and he wants to normalize them, right? He wants
Mm-hmm.
them to be um grow up in a normal set. He feels like there's no it's unstoppable and he should. There's no other way to learn but from where he has grew up at Chicago, right?
Right.
Yes, good,
The
good. As far as when we were younger, Chicago was always the place to go. Now
right.
it's a lot of bit, I'm not even gonna say a little, it's a lot of bit more dangerous. But as far as like
Yeah.
education,
It's still
they
fun.
they do have a high, education, educating schools right now, right?
Yes.
And they
Yeah.
do have their graduation rate isn't that low. Even in the poor communities, kids are
Yeah.
still wanting to go to school,
To graduate.
especially
Mm-hmm.
during the pandemic. They were stressing that they wanted to learn, being without it.
Yeah.
When you ain't getting something that you used to, you miss it, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
during the pandemic, they were really upset. A lot of the teachers and the students were upset that they weren't able to go to school. So
Able.
I get what he's fighting for. Like Jeff said,
Mm-hmm.
that he wants his kids to know the Midwest, and he wants them to know the West Coast.
Yes.
So, but
Right.
he that fight, Jeff, I don't think that he's gonna win that one. I don't think that he
No.
will win that, just because all she knows is her kids. That's all she know. Like she said that she don't even really party too much. All she knows is them. She got something to do now.
But the whole thing is too, what look at what direction she's taking. She's trying to be in the legal world, you know what I'm saying, be a lawyer. And then he is being a tyrant. He's acting out. He's acting crazy. He's not acting himself. He's well, maybe that is himself. We don't know. But
Right.
he's not acting according to what a parent should
He's
act
acting
like
low
if you want
vibration.
your child, if you want your children. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be acting like that. So
And
mm,
Prayer Warrior says the grass is never green on the other side. Sometimes they
it
usually
depends.
not. Yeah, it depends. It usually isn't. She's right, right.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Exactly.
the the, the thing about that is, when you see, people don't understand that when they leave a situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're thinking, oh, I'm just gonna leave and I'm gonna do this, I'm a boss up, and yeah, I'm gonna shit on you, right? If you
It
go
don't
with the
even.
intentions of thinking that, if you go with the intentions of thinking that you're just gonna shit on somebody, it never happens
It
like
ain't
that.
gonna happen.
It
Nope. You're gonna be
never happens like that. You gotta go
shitting
with
on
the with
yourself.
best, right. You gotta go with the better intentions of, I'm just gonna better myself.
Yep.
You still
Be with
gotta be
myself for a
careful
minute.
about how you're treating people and how you're speaking, just like him.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's
Mm-hmm.
speaking all out of turn. He's disrespecting people, and then you're disrespecting a culture as a whole. Not only
Mm-hmm.
Jewish community, but our
Black.
community, right?
Yeah.
And then
Mm-hmm.
it's even disrespectful to some white people that he's even putting the shirt on, because they're like, "What are you doing?
Why? What's the pro?
Yeah, what's your
Why is
purpose?"
you
Like,
doing it? What is your purpose?
he was on what was it, Ted Tucker
Oh
show. He
yeah.
was on a podcast, and he explained his reasoning of why, talking about how uh white lives matter because of abortion. He got to talking about abortion. That's what he meant by that. But they also have him and I don't know if him and Candace are together in this
Oh my
documentary,
God.
but they have a documentary coming out
Mm,
about exposing the Black Lives Matter. Hmm. So I don't know. I mean, he's kind of all over the place. I don't know where he was going, what direction he was going with his low vibration.
right.
I don't
Right.
know where he was going with his low vibration t-shirts that he put out, right?
right.
Because that
Yeah.
was a low vibration move. On to
Right.
low and high vibrations, we will change it to Stormy, right?
Yeah. Stormy
Coach Stormy.
Wellington. Coach
Yeah.
Stormy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Now, all I saw was her and her mentees eating, and she was looking at over at a plate, and she had that plate full of food. I mean, packed close together. And she
Right.
said, baby, that's low vibration. That's ghetto.
But look,
Girl.
so Stormy had two pieces of chicken, and
Yep.
it looked like some vegetables, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And she's sitting there with her, I don't know if it was Versace or Chanel, but she's sitting there with her label swimsuit on,
Mm-hmm.
and her makeup done and her shades on, and looking, as she would say, royalty, luxury, right?
Right, right.
Her mentee, right, who she's coaching, because she's coached Stormy, right,
Hmm.
was sitting next to her, like you said, with the full plate. Now, me personally, I wouldn't, when you're filling up a plate and you're somewhere where someone's serving you food, you think I'm gonna get everything on my plate because it's gonna be gone.
Yes,
Right? It,
yes.
it, it might be
Uh-huh.
gone. What I want, it might be gone. Right? That's
Right,
how I took it with the girl filling up her plate. Who I don't know too many people that fills their plate up except for men.
right.
Fill their plate up.
I I
Most
feel
women
mad
will most women will fill the plate up and not even eat it all. You
eat
just want
it.
to
No.
taste a little bit. You want to taste a little bit, taste a little bit. That's what I
Hmm.
gathered from it. But the way she spoke, that's hood rat. That's low vibration. You know
Hmm.
what they say to me? I'd be high vibration. Like when she was speaking of that, and then with everybody
It's like she's
making
downing
skits
her.
about it, everybody took it as it was a disrespectful move. You're a coach. How dare you
Yeah.
talk down on somebody that's paying you? And they said the girls were paying her 10 racks to be coached for what? What do you get for
Well,
$10,000?
well, the kind of, let me say, she is a wellness coach, right?
Okay.
She's a coach that helps with the mindset and get your body right inside and out. She works out every day. So I'm assuming those ladies were there to get that kind of coaching. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes and by her having her plate like that, if you're trying to eat like me and lose weight and get your mind and body right, you shouldn't have all that stuff on your plate.
Okay. But at that
Just to give
time,
her
just to give her what?
a little, leeway, or some kind of some help, you know what I'm saying? Just give her
Right.
a little help,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Not make her look
So
so bad.
right. Okay. So in the act of you teaching though, and you're chilling at that time, you just talking, we just chopping it up. I'm just getting some game from you. You were just running a play to me. In the
Hmm.
midst of it, I'm eating my food. I'm comfortable. So
Yes.
I mean, we weren't in the classroom, right? We was in the
Right.
lunchroom because we was
Hmm.
eating lunch on a yacht.
Hmm.
We just, well, I'm listening to the plays, so you're feeding me the game, so I can understand once I get off this boat or yacht or whatever, that I'm gonna go run it and I'm gonna get my 10,000 back that I just gave you for the plays that ran to me, right?
Hmm.
That's what I got from what she's supposed to do,
Right.
but how it was perceived, like Prayer Warrior
Disrespectful.
said, you got to perform and act, right?
Yeah.
You got to perform and act in Hollywood. Well, because every day we're in Hollywood. When we get on this social
Yeah.
media platform, you got to be careful of how you're perceived, your facial
Yes.
expressions, your conversation.
Hmm.
Period. You got to watch what you say and what you do, right?
Yes,
Everybody
you
gets
do.
caught off guard every now and then. She's been under scrutiny so much because every year something different is happening bad to her as
Yeah,
far as
because
her
everybody want to say,
image.
yeah, everyone wants to say how ghetto she is. She talks kind of not with a educational voice, or she just very. I mean, she speak. I can't say. She just
Okay.
out there.
Okay. Right. Okay. So I can't, what none of us can determine when fame, fate, or anything is going to happen, right? It
Hmm.
could be the one, like they make little memes all the time and little voiceovers all the time on these apps about, yeah, I thought I was going to go viral on this one, but then I didn't. I went viral on that one, right? She
Right.
didn't even know, the person who's filming what they're saying, she didn't even realize, and she always
That
gets
that
caught off guard, but she ain't alone.
Yes.
Majority of the people that's on these platforms, even us, you get caught out there, right?
Yes, you
You
do.
might get caught out there saying something that you didn't mean it that way. They did a
Hmm.
rewind and they tried to like clean it up on
Right.
her mentee try to talk about, because my coach meant this. Nah, baby, it already is out there. It's already
It's
done. It's
already
no
out there.
redo.
Yes.
That's like somebody asking you to re-respect them. You can never be
No.
re-respected. Once the
No.
disrespect is there, it's done.
It's done.
So
Yep.
for her, I would say that she got to continue. She got the camera people there all the time. She needs to not do too many lives. Watch what she does on live, right?
Yeah.
When you're on them live, when you pressing that live is catching you right then and there in real time. That's what
It
hurt her.
is. That's
That's
what
why
hurt her. Yep.
everybody is making these videos and everybody's having their opinion about it, because that
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a coach move. It looked as though it's like big me, little you. Like
Yes,
I'm
that's
trying
what it
to
looked
one up
like.
you. I'm trying to one
Yep.
up you. How can you teach
Mm-hmm.
me if you're trying to one up me? You can't teach me nothing if you're
Nothing you
trying to
can't.
one up me. If you're thinking that you should be better than me, or you
Or
thinking that you are
downgrade.
better than me, right?
Yep.
Are you teaching
Downing
me
me.
something, or are you trying to keep me low vibration?
Okay.
Are you
That's
trying
it.
to make me
Yep.
stay low vibration, or you want me to be high vibration, higher than you? You know, we're
Right.
not the judges of, how she's supposed to talk or how she's supposed to look or act. The thing about it is she put herself in that situation, right?
Yes, she
To,
did.
to say that she's the coach, and she has made millions and
Yes, she
still
has.
making millions.
Yes, she
So
hangs with
hats
the
off
big
to her.
wigs.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hats off to her for her being a teachable person, because she has to be um coachable at some point for some people to pay $10,000 to be in her masterminds. She has
Yes.
to be getting results in some kind of way for people
Mm-hmm.
to continue to still pay her for it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we hope she choose her words way better now after this, and watch what she says in front of the public, because she is a public figure now. So,
I just think
and
that she
she's been a
wasn't
public figure. She wasn't ready.
yeah,
The
she
cameras
wasn't
was
ready for that,
rolling.
but her like Prayer Warrior said, to bring the controversy is what is going to keep your money going.
Yeah,
If
keep it
you
relevant.
if you're constantly bringing controversy, if you're constantly, no matter what it is, they say every press is the best press, right? Any of it,
Yes.
good,
Yeah.
bad, ugly, nice,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
As long as they're talked about, as long as your name is out there, you're going to still keep getting paid.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, because
You're going to
people
be
love
getting
they like controversy, negative controversy more than positive stuff. That's just the world we live in. They'll see something negative, laugh about it, keep on rolling and scrolling and going through. You ever think about when you put something on Facebook, you be like,
Mhm.
oh, this I'm selling this, I'm doing this, and nobody never say nothing. But soon as you say something bad is going on, I broke up with my boyfriend, I can't stand him, he did this, he did it. Everybody chimed in, girl, what happened? All in your inbox. Oh, what? I'm sorry. I hope you feel okay. They ready to see. They love to see your downfall. They
Well, have
love to
you
see.
ever have you and also have you ever like seen somebody on Facebook, Instagram, any of these apps, and they have a black eye? It could be a black eye from something. The TV fell down on my face. You know what I'm saying? The TV right here, and it fell down on me, right?
Uh-huh.
But somebody would turn it into, I got punched
Some
in my eye.
you got beat up.
I don't
Your
even got a
boyfriend hit
man.
your
I
eye.
don't even got no
Okay.
man. I got punched in my eye. Who's punching on me in
Girl.
my eye?
Mm-hmm.
If they wasn't
Okay.
in jail. But I'm saying people also do that to add
Make
to,
up
like
stuff.
you said, to make up the negativity. And shout out to the women that and the victims that have made it through domestic violence, right? Because it's
Yes.
domestic
Yes,
violence
Lord.
month.
This month. Yes. Thank you. Thank
We
you.
tip our hats
You,
off to you that you
you,
told your stories, and you're still alive.
women of strength. Yes.
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 Okay. Well, you want to kick out the sponsors?
Oh, yes.
Thanks, y'all,
Support
for
our
tuning in.
sponsors. Support our sponsors. Cashmere Lux Hair Salon. We have the best hair growth products, shampoos, and conditioners. You guys need to go ahead order on www.cashmereluxhairsalon.com. I do have a sale for the whole month of October.
Mhm.
Waist trainers, body shapers, activewear. If you're working out, we got activewear and everything. It's going to be on sale. It'll be on sale this weekend. So please tune in to that. It's www.bossedupbeautiesboutique.com and
Mhm.
Lena
Hey,
Beans.
Lena Beans Organic Plus, www.lenabeansorganicplus.com. Body butter, beer juice, and sugar scrub.
Yes. Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next week.